Hello, loves. How are you today? I am fine. Thanks for asking. Tipo, ninguém perguntou. But okay. Um, I don't know. I didn't receive any feedback about the video that I posted for you to do as a classwork for Thursday, I guess. But that's okay. You know, it's life. But if you liked, tell me, okay, so I can prepare more videos like that for you, for us, for you. Sei lá. Okay. Today we're going to start, and I will share the screen with you. But I just have to say, guys, you're extremely fast. You know, like I don't know what I'm going to do with you, because probably you are going to have finished this book before the quarantine ends. You know, we do many extra exercises, but then I don't know. What do you drink, you know? If you want, can you open your books on page 80? I will share the screen for us. Just a second. Okay, let's hope this software doesn't block me now. I believe that most of our problems were my computer, because this computer I'm borrowing, he's really helpful. It's really good. But we are not going to talk about the computer now. Inspired geniuses or genius. Look at exercise number 1, our warm-up. The question is, do you think creative people are different from other people? In what ways? So, as in here, we are waiting for an answer. What you are going to do is simply this. You are going to pause the video. Meu Deus. Pause the video and share your opinion with, it's been difficult, with me. Teacher, how am I going to share my opinion with you? You are going to, just a second, send me an audio on WhatsApp. Okay, so do you think creative people are different from other people? Yes or no? Okay, if yes, in what ways? And then you're going to tell me through an WhatsApp audio, okay? So please pause the video and do this now, like right now. Go. Okay, if you came back, it means that you are going, it means that you aren't going. Ai, que saco, eu esqueci o que eu ia falar. If you came back, it means that you have already posted your audio for me, okay? So let's keep on going. We have here the exercise number 2. I don't know if it's going to appear here or I don't know. Okay, so no, we have to see this text first. So read the text and answer to the questions. So the questions are, what jobs did the 4 people do? And what sort of health problem did they all have? What we're going to do, you are going to pause the video. Let me put your color here. Pause the video and answer the questions. And then, after you finished answering the questions, you come back here because we're going to listen, okay? Go. Let's listen to this audio. If it works. No, it will work. Let's stop.
Biographies of creative.
Okay, so let's go. Let me turn just a little bit more.
People show that many of them have.
Okay, let's start again.
Biographies of creative people show that many of them have difficult lives. In fact, psychological studies have found that original thinkers suffer from mental illnesses like schizophrenia and depression more than the general population. However, is their mental illness part of their creativity? For example, Vincent van Gogh admitted that he was risking his life for art. He explained that he dreamed of painting and then he painted his dreams. Van Gogh predicted that painting would make him mad. He was right. His mental health problems got worse and he committed suicide at the age of 38. The Nobel Prize-winning mathematician John Forbes Nash, played by Russell Crowe in the film A Beautiful Mind, suffered from schizophrenia. He commented that he had been successful when he was ill and when he wasn't. However, Forbes believed he would be more successful if he was like a normal person. The British writer Virginia Woolf experienced depression throughout her life and often had to spend time in hospital. However, between periods of illness, she was very creative and wrote many classic books, including To the Lighthouse and Mrs. Dalloway. Finally, her health problems became too difficult, and she killed herself. She left suicide notes in which she said she was going to go mad again, and that she couldn't fight it anymore. The Mexican artist Frida Kahlo was a medical student when she was seriously injured in an accident. She found that painting helped as she recovered from her injuries. She suffered from physical pain and depression for the rest of her life, but painting improved her mental health. When somebody asked Kahlo how she was, she replied, "I am not sick. I am broken, but I am happy when I paint." The relationship between creativity and mental problems is, to some extent, logical. To be creative, you need to use parts of your brain that most people rarely use, and this can lead to emotional and psychological problems. Obviously, there are many creative people who enjoy good mental health and have happy private lives.
Okay, if you want, you can have you can pause the video to answer the questions in a better way, you know? But if you want, you can just check the answers. Let's go. Let me just click here. So we have, I've clicked. Is it going to appear? Yes, it is. Okay, so then Vincent van Gogh, you know, Vincent van Gogh, he was an artist and he had mental health problems, okay? John Forbes Nash, he was a mathematician and he had schizophrenia. Virginia Woolf, she was a writer and she had depression. And Frida Kahlo, she was an artist and she had a physical pain and depression as well, okay? So these were the problems, okay? What we're going to do now, let me go back to the, it's not here. Let me go back to the text. Guys, what you're going to do is you are going to complete the exercise number 3. Let me put it in a Zoom. I think it's better. Let me see. Ah, tá. Nossa, e aí, mouse? Ah, tá. Okay. So, complete the reported statements with sentences from the text, okay? So you have the actual words and you have the sentences from the text. What you have to do is convert them according to the example. For example, I'm risking my life for art. So the reported statement is that Vincent van Gogh admitted that he was risking his life for art. The idea here is that you try to report as the best way as you can, okay? I will just check something on our book, because maybe I can give you more of a help, and you can use verbs from the own text. The text give you the entire sentences. So please pause the video and report. Boa tarde. Boa tarde. The statements. Go, guys, please do it. Okay, let's check it. So according to the text, Vicent's actual words were, I dream of painting and then I paint in my dreams. He explained that he dreamed of painting and then he painted his dreams. Okay? Really good. The actual words, painting will make me mad. Okay, so the reported statement, Vincent van Gogh predicted the painting would make him mad. I'm trying to find it on the text. Okay, I found it. 4, I have been successful when I'm ill and when I'm not. So the reported statement is that he commented that he had been successful. So in the past, he had been successful when he was ill and when he was ill and when he wasn't. 5, actual words. I'm going to go mad again and I can't fight it anymore. I felt really bad for these sentences. Like, she suffered a lot, right? She said she was going to go mad again and that she couldn't fight it anymore. And then in here we have the opposite. Okay, so the reported statement is that she replied that she wasn't sick, she was broken, but she was happy when she painted. The actual words are, I'm not sick, I'm broken, but I'm happy when I paint. I don't know, but this sentence made me feel so, I don't know, I lack of words, because I felt really close to her when I listened and read these sentences. But okay, difficult. I don't think it was that difficult, but if it was, let me know. Okay. Did you see a pattern here? Every time we report something, we put the something in the past. So for example, I dream of painting, he dreamed of painting. Painting will make me mad. Painting would make him mad. The number 4, I have been successful. He commented that he had been successful. So when you report stuff, of course, we saw this requests in order, right? When you report stuff, it means that you put everything in the past. He told me, he commented, he explained, said, replied, and then so on. Okay? What we are going to do now? Agora você dá zoom, né, garoto? Let's wait for it to answer. Okay. And then we are going to do the part number 4, that it's really, really simple. Like, guys, it's extremely simple. You have to underline the reporting verbs from the text, We can do this together. Okay, so the reporting verbs here, for example, I'm risking my life for art. Vincent van Gogh admitted he was risking his life for art. So we could say that the reporting verb here is admitted. He explained that he dreamed of painting and then he painted his dreams. He explained. Van Gogh predicted that painting would make him mad. Predicted. He commented that he had been successful when he was ill and when he wasn't. So he commented. She said she was going to go mad again and then she couldn't fight it anymore. She said. She replied she wasn't sick. She was broken, but she was happy when she painted. She replied. So these are the reporting verbs. Admit, explain, predict, comment, say, and reply. Okay? Difficult? Nah, come on. Easy peasy. Okay, let's go back here. Let me erase this. It's important to do this on your notebooks as well, okay? On your books. Okay, number 5, we have to take a closer look. Compare the sentences in the table. What changes are made to the tenses? Ah, guys, I told you already. But the idea is that you have to put, for example, in here, the first one, I am risking my life. To be risking is not present simple, you know, it's present continuous. So pause the video and identify the tense, the verb tense. For example, in here, present continuous. In the reported, past continuous, and so on. Pause the video and let me write here. Find the verb tenses. Achem eios. Oh, sorry. Find the verb tenses, please. Okay, so I took it here so it's easier for us. So for example, number 1, I've already said present continuous for past continuous. Number 2, present simple for past simple. 3, will to would. 4, present perfect to past perfect. So have been successful, had been successful. And then number 5, I'm not going to, so be going to was or were going to. And then the number 6 is already present simple and past simple, okay? So these are the changes on the verb tense. Now look at the question in number 6. What other changes do you notice? For example, in number 1, I am risking my life for art. Vincent van Gogh, so I for he. Take a closer look and find more changes. In this one, you have to really like pause it and like pause the video and really try to find it because they are not so easy. They are not so on your face, you know? So please pause the video to do this. Go. Okay, so we have many changes here. I will put it just a second. Where? Okay. So in here we have I for he or she, my for his or her, and me for him or her. This me for me and then him or her, it's the object pronoun. For example, I love you. Teacher Jackie told me she loves me, not you, me. So this is the object pronoun, okay? We can find it here, for example. Let me put in different colors. I will put the changes on the subject into orange. So I, Vincent van Gogh. He, na verdade, né? He. I, he. I, he. I, she. And then I, she. Ok. And then, nossa, muito bom. Muito uma marcação muito bem feita, gente. Sorry. And then for my, his, or her. So, my life, his life. My dreams, his dreams. I don't think I can find it anymore. You know? Only some examples. And then me from him or her, we have here. So, make me mad, make him mad. And that's only this? Yeah. I believe that's only this. No, there's one more. I don't know. I can't find it, guys. I'm so tired. Ah, no. Eu coloquei errado, né? Make him. É, o azul. Sorry. Ah, parabéns. Ok, him. Make me him. E aí tinha um outro aí, né? Que eu não achei. But okay. You understood the general idea, right? I hope so. So, I should clean this one too. Na verdade, gente, que burra. Tá certo. Era verde. Ai, ai, sabe a canseira? O que a canseira faz com a pessoa? Vocês entendem, né? Ok? Sorry. You shouldn't see this face of mine. But guys, what I want you to do, let's take a look into this box here. Just a second. I will erase this. Ah, não era isso que eu vi. Okay. This is a really useful help. If you want, you can, I don't know, print it, but like, no, just kidding. In here, we have all the changes, okay? So when we report what someone has said, we use reporting verbs. For example, admit, agree, announce, believe, claim, explain, think, say, and tell. When we report what was said in the past, we change some things in the original sentence. Form. We change pronouns so that the reported sentences makes sense in the context in which we report it. For example, I love you. He said he loved her. You told us to come. He said she told them to come. Okay? We change the tense if the reporting verb is in the past. I'm hungry. She said he said he was hungry. And we have some boxes here. I think it's a nice idea for us to work with this box because it helps us. For example, present simple. I work in a shop. He said he worked in a shop. Present perfect. I've worked in a shop. He said he had worked in a shop. Past continuous. I was working in a shop. He said he had been working in a shop. So notice that the present perfect continuous and the past continuous in the reported part, it's the same. Had been. Okay. Will, would, be going to, was going to. Okay. And then, for example, we have the could, can, could, the same thing. Okay. I can play volleyball. She said she could play volleyball. Okay. Aí também entra no past simple, but it's okay. Let me erase this. But then we have so many things, so many other things, for example. We do not change the tense if we report something that is still true when this is important. If your sentence is still true, for example, in the case of the marriage, you say, Jim and Chris are married. She said that Jim and Chris are married. Because if you say Jim and Chris were married, you give the impression that they broke up, they divorced, they are not going to, they don't live together anymore, you know? And that's not the idea. The idea is just that she told you they are married and they are still married, okay? We change some time and place expression in the context. So guys, this is something that you have already seen, you know, but let's take a look. Now we can report to then, on that day, at the time, immediately, and etc. At the moment, at that moment. Today, that day. This week, that week. Yesterday, the day before. Last week, the week. Last week, last month, last year. Last year. The week, the month, the year before, or the previous. It doesn't matter, okay? If you say the week before, the previous week. É que você não pode falar the previous week before, or the fulano before, or the previous fulano. Ago, before or earlier. Tomorrow, the next day or the following day. Next week, next month, the next year. The following week, the following month, the following year, or the week, the month, the year after. Here, there. These are some things that if you don't pay attention, you don't change. And if you, it would be the best if you changed, okay? Please remember this whenever you are reporting verbs and sentences and past everything, okay? Really good. Guys, now what we're going to do. We're going to do some exercises, but we're not going to do, let me see here, I think in the book. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the exercise number 7. We have here number 7. It's going to appear here, I think. Okay. No, it isn't. Okay. Match the reported statements with when they were said. So pause the video and think about if the actions were before or after. Go. If you played again, it means that you have already answered. Let's check. Okay. So he said he would paint a landscape. Okay. Before he painted. He said he had painted a landscape after he painted. Okay. Would paint. He will be doing this. Had painted. He had already done this. Okay. She said she was writing a short story while she wrote it. So if she was writing, she was writing. She said she was going to write a story before she wrote. Ok? Muito bem. Só uma coisa que eu agora anotei, eu tô falando write it, tá? Não tô falando write it, não. Por favor, me respeite. Você sabe que eu sou chata com esse negócio de verbo. Ok? So, 1B, 2A, 3B, 4A. 3B, 3A. Certo? This exercise is just that you have to think about when you are reporting, you know? From the moment you are reporting something from the past or are you reporting something from the future? You know, like this person, for example, I am going to make a cake. The teacher told me she would make a cake. It doesn't mean that I had made. It means it's going to be in the future. Okay? I know you're really tired already, but bear with me. Do you understand this expression, bear with me? It means like, keep on going, okay? Don't lose faith in me. Exercise number 8. I don't know if we're going to do number 8. Number 8 is interesting. You have to put these statements into actual words. So pause the video and please write the sentences, but in the actual words, you know, not the reported, as the person said them, okay? Go. Okay. The museum guide admitted that the paintings weren't very interesting. The paintings aren't very interesting. A critic predicted that her poems would be read in 30 years' time. Her poems will be read in 30 years' time. The author announced that he was going to burn all his work. I am going to burn all my work. My work, pay attention, my work. Oxi, que doido. A spokesperson said the musician's family didn't want lots of fans waiting outside the hospital. They don't want lots of fans waiting outside the hospital. It means it's this, eita, it's this answer because it's the musician's family, not the musician only. the entire family, okay? Be careful. Last exercise today, please, teacher, is exercise number 10. 9, okay? Number 10 is going to be your homework. Love you. Okay, let me just open it. Number 9, read what these creative people said and report their words. Guys, in here, you have already the beginning. You don't need to change anything. You need to change verb tense and other things. For example, time, people, object pronoun, possessive adjective, okay? So pause the video and do this exercise. Go. Okay, now let's go. I'm a famous writer, but I can't spell. The author revealed he couldn't spell. That easy. Yes. I wasn't a good piano student because I don't listen to my teacher. I can say. The musician admitted she wasn't a good piano student because she hadn't listened to her teacher. 4. She will never paint another picture. The art critic predict she would never paint another picture. 5. I'm working on a book of children's poems. The poet told journalists she was working on a book of children's poems. Okay? I really pray that it wasn't difficult for you. You are really good, class. You can't hear that enough. Okay? So guys, the pictures you're going to send me on the Google Classroom are from the pages 80 and 81, all exercises, but number 10, right? So I won't put it, like pages 80 and 81, okay? And your homework, okay, your homework is just a second. I have to give you 2 exercises. Don't hate me. Ah, tá. Students, book. Eita, gente, me deu branco aqui, hein? Pelo amor de Deus, a vergonha, meu pai. Students, book, page 81, exercise 10. Workbook, page. Peraí que eu acho que eu perdi o workbook de vocês. Ai, achei. Mano, vocês estão muito longe já no workbook, na moral. O que eu faço com vocês, minha vida? Page 78. Exercises 1 and 2. Okay? Can you forgive me for the 3 exercises? Yes, teacher, we love you so much. Ah, guys, stop it. Okay? Oh, let me put it here. So, thank you very much. See you next class. And bye.